Open your ears and lube up your butthole. It's time for the What Do We Call It podcast. Now, here's your host. It's Jmann. Welcome to the What Do We Call It podcast. I'm Jmann.
And I'm number one fan, Tim.
We've talked about on my other show, Blumkin and Friends, how I have a problem with losing things.
Yeah.
Not that I lose them, but what happens to me when I do lose them.
Can't recall the whole conversation. Was I on that episode? Or was that...
Yes.
Okay.
And it was mainly about how when my kids lose, like, hats, gloves, the juices, water bottle.
It's starting to come back.
Ringing a bell. And it fucking drove me nuts.
Yeah.
And it was a $2 water bottle that I fucking went ballistic over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I obviously have obsessive compulsive disorder. I need things to be where I think they're going to be, and if I lose them, I don't have control of the situation. I need an explanation as to where it went. I can't just allow them to disappear off into the ether of reality.
With children, I found you have to, because God only knows where that shit went. But when it's your own personal stuff, though, on the other hand.
Right. But I lost my chapstick sometime last week.
Okay.
It's a 99-cent tube of chapstick. I have several others ready and waiting. But this was almost a new one, and I patted my pocket so many fucking times the 3 days when it disappeared that I'm sitting here trying to think, where did it go? And the other day, what are you digging for?
I'm trying to get my ballistics.
Okay, so that made you think to put on chapstick?
I got I don't know, fat lip or whatever the hell it is. Right here.
Does it tingle?
When I put this on there, yeah.
Oh, okay. But it's not tingling and burning on its own?
Only when salt touched it, and that hurt like a motherfucker.
Okay, well, good. Then it's not herpes. So anyways, the other day, I turned the fucking house upside down. I put a halt on all laundry going into the washing machine so I could check every fucking pair of pants and shirt that I had put in the wash.
Wow.
I went under my bed. I grabbed a flashlight and went under the couch. I went under the chair. I dug under the kitchen table underneath the breakfast bench we have. I fucking was looking under the fridge. I was crawling around like a fucking crack fiend who knew that they dropped a pebble of cocaine somewhere and they were going to find that it was going to be the Holy Grail. Like, I needed to know where it went.
I'm not 100% sure the definition of OCD, but it sounds like you're at least somewhere on that spectrum.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like that at work. Not that I lost something, but, you know, this needs to be in a certain spot. You know, this needs to be done a certain way on the computer, you know?
Yeah. It's just like my wife, and this was also
the Beast's
problem too, is they think you don't have to pre-wash or pre-rinse your dishes before they go in the dishwasher.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Because you wouldn't take a shit before you get in the shower and then just hop in without wiping, would you?
No.
No, because then you're just going to have moist shit in your ass crack. And you can rub with your hand in the soap all day long, but you're just making a fucking hepe stew right there in your crack.
That's what drives me nuts when my kids do the dishes. They do not rinse the dishes off. And I've told them, I know we rinse them off and stack them when we're done using them, but I want them rinsed before you put them in the dishwasher anyway.
No shit. No shit. So anyways, I'm pretty sure that when the snow melts, I might find my chapstick out in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've narrowed it down to, it fell out of my pocket at a client visit, which is highly unlikely. Because I distinctly remember, because of when I am working the past 2 weeks, I'm on call. So I have 3 cell phones on me at all times.
I am cell phone man.
My phone, my work phone, and the on-call work phone.
Can't they just use one cell phone?
No.
Because that's what my cell phone is.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I'm sure I could find a way to forward calls, but that's work that I don't want to do. And I'd rather be able to keep telling people I feel like a drug dealer because it's a joke.
Yeah.
And hopefully they're not autistic and they think that it means I'm admitting to being a drug dealer.
You need a pager officially to be a drug dealer.
Maybe. So as I'm freaking out about my chapstick, little E, my stepdaughter's like, just admit it's gone. And I want to be like, fuck you, it's not gone. As if somehow the cat got out.
Yeah.
And she's like, she's dead.
Just coming back.
Just like that one time that my female cat got out the window of my apartment, and then my ex just decided, well, she's gone. Just there's nothing we can do. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
No, she's out there. She's coming back.
Yeah, you want to know where the cat ended up doing?
What?
Getting scared. They both the cats, both Frankie and Stevie, went out the window. Nobody wanted to pick up Frankie because he was adult-sized. They weren't sure if he had rabies, even though he was in front of my patio meowing at the door. And then Stevie got scared and ran under somebody's car, and 45 minutes later, hopped out from underneath that car and onto the hood of the car in the drive-thru of a nearby McDonald's.
Oh, wow.
And then somebody took her to the Humane Society. Meanwhile, I'm walking around my neighborhood shaking a fucking can of treats going, baby!
I've done that.
Like a psychopath who's trying to fucking trick children into coming with me to a tool shed somewhere.
Yeah, this van says free candy on it.
Yeah. So, losing stuff. So here I am today. I got to do another good deed.
Okay.
This is what I alluded to in the text message to you earlier.
Yeah.
This story makes Manuel's wallet look like jack shit.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right. I'm driving away from a client visit. And as I'm passing by, I see a backpack on a sidewalk corner. No one around.
Where is this?
This is in St. Paul.
Okay. So.
In a neighborhood.
Could be several things.
Could be a homeless person.
Could be a homeless person.
Could be a child got kidnapped.
Yep. And it could be a bomb.
I didn't think of the bomb one. It was a kid's backpack, but in that area, I don't know why there would be just a random backpack bomb.
Who knows what bombers do for what reasons?
Nobody was having a marathon. Oh, yeah, I'm going to fucking, 2019, I'm cranking up the insensitive humor. I'm sick of fucking playing nicey nice, suck my dick. So I passed by it, and then I'm like, no, can't do it. Can't do it. Got to turn around, and I did. And then I drove by it again, and then I turned around again and stopped right next to it and got out. And I look at it, and it's got like a broken clip for one of the back straps.
Uh-huh.
And I open the front pocket, and there what looks to be a foam biscuit, like a thing of bread.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like some other random stupid shit, nothing identifying in the front pocket. I go in the main pocket, and I open it up, and what do I immediately see? Like a fucking brand new pair of Air Jordans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were kid-sized.
Is there a semi-truck somewhere nearby?
No, there wasn't. Or police. And I wasn't in Chicago.
That sounds suspicious.
But nice callback. And I look, and I see that there's a little kid's name. And I'm like, oh, okay, this belongs to a kid. Good, it's not a homeless person. Because there wasn't a bunch of random, like, candy wrappers and used needles.
Why would you
and
buy
like
a young kid
$15 and change.
shoes like that? That's
I don't know.
expensive.
It's a very diverse neighborhood.
Yeah, diverse.
And there's people that have standards of street cred, and that involves buying $200 basketball shoes for a fucking
What are the
small
neutral
chunk.
gang colors in that area?
I don't fucking know. Seriously, a full fucking backpack of books and shoes. The
Yeah.
thing weighed like 10, 15 goddamn pounds.
Well, that's probably why she left it there. This is heavy. I don't want to carry it. Screw the shoes.
Not gonna lie, you're making her sound like Turtle right now. Like literally like Turtle.
I just made a voice.
Anyways, so I look at the name, and under the name is a phone number.
Wow.
But there were 9 numbers. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's not enough.
So
There
it had
needs
the
to be
area
one
code,
more.
and then it was short a number.
Area code, 2 numbers, 4 numbers. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I look underneath, and crudely written at the end, underneath is an 8. But it's near the front by the area code. I'm like, is this from out of state? Did a drifter and a child come through here? What the fuck is going on? And then I tried to think, I'm like, you know what? I can't call it. I'm not going to fucking do all the possibilities where the 8 goes. This is going to drive me nuts. So then I dug a little deeper, and there's a bunch of books in there. I'm like, okay, so it's a kids, there's school books. And I see on there grade 3 and a school name. I'm like, fucking tits. I Googled a school name on my work phone because my flip phone doesn't do that. And then I see that the school's only like a mile and a half away.
Too far.
Oh, really?
What?
Okay, how pissed were you when your kid's bike got stolen?
I drove around a motorcycle for about 2 weeks afterwards, hoping to catch it somewhere in the neighborhood.
Yeah, okay, pair of Air Jordans. And I'm just going
The
off.
bike was way more expensive.
I'm going off this little kid's name. It was a little girl, and it was a Hispanic name. And judging by the neighborhood,
Espinoza.
there's no fucking way that this was a rich kid.
Yeah, probably.
Because I put the backpack in my car and immediately smelled the poverty. You know how like some people's houses just have that odd smell? Not that it's dirty, but just that there's too many different kinds of cooking, and maybe the kid's not cleanly enough because they can't afford to bathe every day.
I don't know how that's possible. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So it got that smell in my car. So I'm driving to the school, and I'm like, I'm going to fucking earn some karma right here. And I go into the school, and I knock on a door. First off, the back door to the school, not locked.
Oh, good.
You open it up, and you go immediately into like a hallway with a teacher's lounge and a stairwell and the main hallway to the first floor. Like, holy not secure, Batman. What is this, 1989? A stranger just walked in looking like me.
Carrying a bag.
Carrying a
Clearly doesn't belong to
backpack.
him.
Right? I mean, I didn't
Could
have
be a
on...
pressure cooker in there.
There could be, or I could have had like a gas mask on and been autistic.
Yeah.
Like Adam Lanza. But I wasn't looking to shoot a bunch of fucking first graders. So I knock on this door. I'm like, hello? Knock, knock. This lady turns around. Hi. I'm like, so I don't have a kid that goes to this school, but I hold up a backpack. She's like, oh my. I'm like, so I just found this on the corner of this and such, which is not too far from here. And there were books inside that had the school name. I drove it here because there's a pair of Air Jordans in here. And I got kids, and I'd be wicked pissed if they lost those shoes. But more importantly, I'd like to make sure that this little girl is accounted for and safe. So here you go. Here's my business card. Please reunite the child with this backpack, and I hope that she is all right.
Please give me a follow-up phone call.
Nobody fucking called me yet. I still don't know.
When was this, today?
Today.
Oh, well, they're probably still calling all the kids with that last name.
No. It's a very specific first name. In third grade, there's not that many little girls with this very Hispanic name.
Okay.
And I'm trying to protect the
joke, but
child's
thank you for
identity by
breaking
not
it up
saying
for
the
me.
school or their name. Anyways, yes, I would like to know what happened. Because I got to see Manuel be reunited with his wallet. And he was just going like, and he got in his
Sans
truck.
cash.
Yeah, well, there was no cash, remember? Come on.
That's why I said sans cash.
And, yeah, I would like to know that this little girl got her backpack. And I'm not saying I need the parents to call and thank me.
But that would be nice.
It would be nice, but then at the same time, I feel like if I was to talk to this kid on the phone and she thanked me, I would go into dad mode and be like, what the fuck are you doing leaving a backpack with $200 basketball shoes in the middle of a goddamn sidewalk while you're at school making your finger paints and drawing and picking your nose, and all your shit is sitting on the corner of some streets, and people are like, hey, do we need to put out an Amber Alert?
I wonder if her parents really really got on her and fucking just hauled her off and whipped her with a belt.
Yeah, I suppose if she went home and then they took a fucking switch or an electrical cord and beat her ass to a pulp, I don't really want to find out about that. Like, okay, well, you're welcome. Sorry, Butch.
Let's play a game, Anita. You're Rodney King, and we're a bunch of cops.
Yeah, oh.
Oh, bitch.
This is
Oh,
what
yeah.
happens when you lose your fucking shoes.
Who else does that, though? Would you do that? You basically made it sound like no,
Rodney
you wouldn't.
King, my children?
No, fucking... God, we all would Rodney King your children. No, obviously, yeah. Reunite that kid with that backpack. There's a backpack on a fucking sidewalk and you're driving by.
If I had the ability to, I would, yes.
Because my curiosity is like, what is in that backpack? Oh my God, is it Brewster's Millions?
Oh, didn't even think of that.
Yeah, 80s reference.
Yep.
You're welcome.
I'll take the 30 million.
Right. I just... you got... More people should do this shit. There's still a lot of people that do. Like, you hear these stories about homeless people that will find a wallet with money and an ID and bring it to the police station and turn it in and not even expect a reward. I mean, I'm sure they're hoping for a fucking reward, but not even expect a reward.
But your reward is whatever you can find in the wallet. That's
The least
valuable.
this family could do is nominate me for an 11 Who Cares award with Care 11 so that I can be on the news, so that a family member, one of my clients who keeps fucking accusing me of abuse and threats, which is not even fucking true. This person has been cyber stalking me, looking for dirt. I have to get a restraining order now.
Jesus.
I can't stand this
In
person.
your line of work?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. All you have to do is find an adult bully with an ego and tell them they don't know what they're talking about when they try to tell you how to do your job, most people would just ignore it. But I was like, well, no, but you don't know what my job entails. And you've illustrated it every time you open your mouth that you don't know the limitations of my duties and powers. So this person's now on a one-person campaign to get me kicked out of my place of work.
You can't work anywhere without pissing somebody off, even accidentally.
Right. Right. I just have one of those personalities where I'm always going to piss people off by either being too smart-mouthed for my own good, too funny for what procedure will allow.
Well, you just don't put up with shit. You're trying to tell them, this is the limitations, okay? You don't fucking realize it.
Yeah,
Your brutal honesty turns some people off.
Fuck them.
But not me. I love it.
Fuck them. And this person thinks they're such hot shit. They even fucking insulted me via email.
Ooh, big man.
It's a lady.
What? Big girl.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm a lowlife, and I drive a broken up beater of a car, and I act like I'm an aggressive alpha male when I'm not.
Do you drive your good car or your bad car when you go to work?
My bad car doesn't even have a dent in it. It's not a beater.
But one's older than the other, so...
It's a 2008, for Christ's sakes. I'm not driving a fucking Dodge
Get
Omni.
with the times. An Omni.
This fucking car gets excellent gas mileage. That's why I bought it, you dingy bitch, because I drive hundreds of miles a week. A week.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to fucking buy some big fancy full-size pickup truck so I can be a manly man. And then fucking spend $32 to fill the tank every 3 days. Because that would be retarded.
I only have a truck because I bought a boat.
So this person also has taken to forwarding the emails where they call me an abuser to media outlets.
Now I really hope this little girl's family puts you on People Who Cares, and you're on the news like, this person really cares.
Well, here's the thing. One of my clients likes me so much they asked me to adopt them.
Huh.
And it's a black guy who's older than me, so that would look weird in family pictures.
Yeah, but it's the thought that counts. It's
right.
Very sweet.
And the other day, one of them called me just to tell me they missed me. I was like, it's odd. I just saw you like 15 days ago.
For some people, that's for a really long time.
Well, yeah. So I'm not this total son of a bitch that this person whose name I'm not going to say out loud thinks that I am. But thankfully, I don't have to deal with that person anymore because the case got given to somebody else for the sake of my sanity. So I wouldn't have to be under constant attack.
Were you investigated at work or anything like that? I'm just curious how all that
There was a time where they called and made some allegations against me, and my boss sat me down and asked me. Okay. And they were all frivolous and not even close to true.
Okay. And it's just as far as it went, boss was like, did you or did you not say this? No, I did not say that. I said this.
Right. But my new boss isn't a dickhole like my old boss who just...
that's what...
My old boss would just believe whatever anybody says, even if it's completely farcical, because he didn't like me, because I told him that I didn't think he was very good at his job, which, obviously, the irony is not lost on me that that's a terrible career move, but when somebody makes that many bad decisions, I did it as a move to try to help him save him from himself, for the betterment of everybody in the workplace, but he didn't see it that way. Military guy. Fucking douchebag.
Well, military. I know more. I was trained.
Yeah, let's just say he never saw live combat. Anyways, so my new boss, I got questioned by my boss. I got questioned by my boss's boss about something entirely different related to the cyber stalking. Yeah. And then there was the time that Adult Protection called me because of some bogus allegations there, too. To which I told them what was up, how I was being harassed, and they immediately said, yeah, we're going to be closing this one. Which was very satisfying, by the way.
Oh, at least you had some justice for you this time.
So, goddamn it, little girl's parents. I left my business card. Principal of the school, somebody fucking call me. I don't need you to thank me for the backpack. At least let me know the little girl's okay.
Well, I haven't heard of any Amber Alerts, so I'm sure the girl's okay, but...
She's Hispanic. They might just think she's at a friend's house.
Not for that long.
That's both true and comedy at the same time.
Here is your Spanish-named little girl who lost her backpack update. A few days after the recording of this episode, Jmann received a handwritten thank you card from the little girl. She sent it to his work address. He got teary-eyed. What a pussy.
Interact with the show on Twitter at What Do We Call It? That is at What Do We Call It? You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/What Do We Call It Podcast Show. For the What Do We Call It podcast, I'm Jmann.
And I'm number one fan, Tim.
And that's the end.
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero llenar de besos despacito. Que me digas cosas lindas al oído, para recordarme si no estoy contigo. Despacito.